Okay, so before you start, this should either be done on insects that are freshly collected, so they're still kind of soft and pliable, or if it's an insect that's been collected a while back, it should be placed in a humidity chamber for about 24 hours before you do that. That's to make it pliable so you don't break the specimen as you're trying to remove the pollen. So I'm going to take this insect pin and I'm going to very carefully comb the pollen collecting hairs on the bee. On these megachilid bees, they're on the ventral side of the abdomen. On the majority of kinds of bees, they're on the hind legs. In both cases, only on the females. Okay, so I have some pollen, and I don't know if you can zoom in on that, but you can see some little yellow crumbles there on the microscope slide. So I'm going to keep working with this insect pin, which I just find is one of the best tools for doing that. And I'm going to kind of try to break up these clumps. Most of the time bees will mix pollen and nectar as they're foraging, and so we need to kind of clean up excess sugary stuff. So I'm going to take some of this ethanol, put a couple of drops on it. This part is optional. You don't actually have to, if you were doing this, depending on what if you're doing this in a classroom, you could skip this step. So now what I'm doing is just sort of agitating the pollen and trying to break up the clumps a little bit. And I keep raking it to the center, keep it together. This is washing off some of the sugary nectar and also some of the oils that are naturally produced around the pollen grain, which removing that helps to see it better under light microscopy. So I'm just going to kind of take my time there and let most of that evaporate. And then take a Chem wipe here, and I'm going to start absorbing the excess of this ethanol solution around the outside of the pollen sample. Again, I'm going to sort of rake it into a pile in the middle. Can you guys see the pollen on there? So now it's looking pretty good. You sort of see a little yellow pile there, that's the pollen. So as soon as that's close to dry, I'm going to take a really small amount of this pollen stain gelatin, and this piece is probably, I kind of mangled it a little bit, but a couple of millimeters, a cube that's a couple of millimeters by a couple of millimeters, and I'm going to put that on top of the pollen. So this gelatin-based pollen stain has to be melted slightly, and when that happens, it coats the pollen grains. The pollen takes up some stain from this preparation, and then you can put a cover slip over it, and it last a surprisingly long time without doing anything else. I have prepared some slides like this in excess of 15 years ago. I guess it's going on 20 now, and they are still usable. I can still use them as reference slides or collect information from them. So now I need to stop and heat the hot plate up and then bring it over here